it's Elliot with Yo Elliot. You've got strength questions, and Elliot's got your answers.
Yo, Elliot.
Today we've got a question about bench press. Check it out.
Yo Elliot, I got a question for you. How do you increase your bench press even though you know you're not plateauing because your other exercises are increasing? My deadlift has been increasing, my squat has been increasing, and everything else, but my bench has stayed the same for a while. What do I do? I've been benching once a week, been eating proper nutrition, supplementing, nothing seems to help. So it seems like I'm just stuck exactly where I'm at, and nothing is going to get better because I have a really weak bench and I want to build it up, because it seems like no one cares about any exercise except for bench. Like if you go to your other football like teammates and you go, oh hey, I squat this and that, they're like, so how much you bench? So I want to know, how do you increase your bench, because I'm not getting anywhere.
Alright, very first thing, thank you for your question, and a confession from Big Elliot. I always sucked at the bench press. Throughout college and high school, I always won the deadlift and the squat contest. I destroyed everyone in those two particular events. And when it came to performance, I destroyed the guys who had big bench presses and sucked at the squat. In fact, my very first year in college, when I was a freshman going out for the football team, there was a big, gigantic dude who bench pressed like 400 pounds by the name of Ryan DeVerna. And he was just loud, just huge, and had a deep voice, and he bench pressed like a mother. But anyway, they used to pit he and I against each other because we were both going for the same position, and because I could stay low and I had gigantic quads and glutes and could smash the crap out of anyone who was standing at least an inch taller than me, I killed DeVerna on everything, even though he bench pressed at least 100 pounds more than me. So, no longer is the bench press a problem for me, because I've discovered just a quick little interesting tip about myself. I don't know if this is going to work for everyone, but I'm going to give you my tip, and then I'm going to give you some fundamentals about improving your bench press. My tip, the Elliot Hulse tip, is to increase the amount of volume in your bench press during the workout and during the week. So basically that means do a lot of reps. Like the squat and the deadlift, I thought that I had to just lift heavy for the bench press. So I'd have one day like yourself where I'd lift really heavy in the bench press. And I never progressed the same way that I did with my squats and my deadlifts until I added two things to my weekly workout. I would lift heavy, obviously, but then after I did my heavy lift, I would do as many reps as I could with a lighter weight. Then I also added in a second day of pressing that was all bodybuilding. In essence, lots of volume, short rest intervals. 3 sets of like 15 reps with like a minute and a half rest in between. Now, I did this completely because I felt like it. There was no science behind me increasing the volume of my bench press and getting a heavier bench press, at least that I knew of at the time. Today, I now realize that, or I theorize, that what happens is when you do that bodybuilding work and those high reps and you get the burn in the muscle, it improves your body's, or my body's, ability to contract the muscles in the bench press. You see, when you just go heavy and you're going down and you're pressing out, it is more of a function of the nervous system than the actual muscle. But when you're doing those high reps, you really get the muscle to contract and harden and tighten to help move the weight. So my theory, completely Elliot science here, is that when you add those high repetition days or drop sets to your body, to your powerlifting routine, you're going to increase the amount of weight that you press in your bench press. Try that out. Just an experiment. And that high volume stuff. The other thing are fundamentals, bench press fundamentals. I've done videos in the past. I'll link them up somewhere around here so you guys can see it. Or just search my YouTube channel. I think it's called The Truth About Bench Pressing, where I talk about how to hold the bar so that you are using the right muscles and you don't destroy your shoulders, and so that you can press the most amount of weight with the bench press. Also, my very good friend that most of you may already know, Mike Westerdahl, is a bench press expert, and he has a product called Critical Bench that's all about bench press technique and bench press training programs. I'm talking real fast here today. So I'll link that up down below for you. Also, I hope that helps. Keep me posted. Let me know about your results. The rest of you, keep sending me your video questions. I appreciate them. Love banging them out for you guys. Talk to you next time. Yo, Elliot,